This might take us a while, yeah. I left all the doors unlocked and you said you're on your way. When you get here, don't you say a word, got no time to play.
Alright, you guys, we are finally about to do skincare. Honestly, it's been a minute since I've actually attempted to do my skincare, so we're gonna chit chat, relax while I don't really honestly have anything super important to talk about. I have like bits and pieces of things. Like, you know how I just think of like something I could say? Like, I just have thoughts, but it's like a really minor thought that doesn't necessarily need to be shared. We're taking off our makeup look. These are the wipes we're using. There's a lot actually happening in my life right now. A lot. I'm about to move. I'm about to start a new job. A lot of big changes. A lot of big changes for the better. I told y'all I would have my own place and be moved out before I was 30, and that is happening very, very soon. And I'm just excited for this new transition / role into basically just being a more mature, honestly, there's always room for me to grow regardless of where I am in life, but I also am gonna stay true to like myself. I don't think like being older means like you can't enjoy like certain things anymore. I think it's just like you have to prioritize things that are more important to you. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. I put a lip tint on my lips earlier, so that's the only reason I feel like it's not really coming off. Anyways, I actually have to film a TikTok of me using the product I'm about to use, so I might have to pause this video, but let's first start. Well, I'm going to show you all the products I have. One, I'm going to try this Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. Okay. This is one of my more recent samples I got from TikTok Shop. It's the Pacifica Hydro Dew Slime. This stuff is like super hydrating. It feels really good, and it's basically like a vegan mucin something, whatever. That was not a good explanation. Okay, we're gonna use this Pure Cleansing Oil, another TikTok Shop sample I got. Like, y'all, I've gotten so much free skincare just from using TikTok Shop. So y'all can hate on how me posting my shopping content, but it got me free samples, and this is another free sample. So this is the one I actually need to film a TikTok video for, because the thing is, they send you the free samples so long as you post content promoting the product. So this is the Topicals Clarifying and Calming Mask. So I'm gonna probably have to pause to do my TikTok with this and then show you guys. So just letting y'all know, be prepared for that. So we're gonna go in with our Mayo Cleansing Oil. It's a waterproof heavy makeup conditioner. You use this on dry, clean hands. Are my hands clean? Let's wash them. You know, my hands are dirty, but they weren't like necessarily the most clean before I started cleaning. You know, I wash my hands every time I use the bathroom. Don't judge me for anyone that's thinking about judging me. I need to go to bed, y'all. We are going to church tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try like my old church one more time to see like how I'm feeling about it, because I really haven't been wanting to go. Well, last Sunday I went to the church I volunteer at, which is like my friend's church. I don't really consider it my church because it's like, I don't know. It's so complicated. I feel like I've been looking for a like church for years now since I've lived here. And it's like, I know like the church I was going to. I served on the worship team. I was super involved at one point, and then I moved, and when I came back, it was kind of just like, it was just awkward. I honestly never really felt like I fit in at that church either. So that was a whole other thing. Oh, this is getting the mascara off my eyes. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I already made like a TikTok review video of this product. I actually really like it. It's a really decent, good quality, deep cleansing oil. And basically, you just rub it on to get off your makeup. And then you wet your hands. And that emulsifies it. And then basically you can like actually cleanse your face. It's like it turns it into like a soap. So yeah, that's how you use that product. Anyways, I don't have a home church at the moment, and it's kind of sad, but we will get there eventually. Anyways, for all of my haters who told me I'd never amount to anything, look at me now. I'm getting my own place. I got a new, better paying salary job. But God. I was never depending on, I mean, honestly, it's just like, I've always said it. I literally am just sharing my life as it is. I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I have it all together. But one thing about me is God's got my back, okay? And I'm very excited with how things have been working out for me. And it's a blessing, a testament of the goodness of God. Because with God, I'm not gonna fail, okay? Without God, maybe. But with God, never. Anyways, that's really all the updates I have. I still don't know when I'm moving, but I am actually moving to a 2-bedroom instead of a 1-bedroom. So, and I'm moving to the place I actually liked more, because this is how I know, divine intervention, because the place I thought I was gonna move ended up having a tree fall on it. You know, what if I had already moved in there and then it happened? So I count that as a blessing. And the place I really wanted to move anyways, I lost an earring. Bruh. Okay, my cartilage one is still in there. Well, we're gonna have to figure out where this other earring went. It's probably in my bed somewhere, hopefully. Anyways, we're gonna pause. I gotta film my TikTok content using this, and I'll show y'all what it looks like after I use it. I think you just put it on. How to use: apply thin layer onto skin, leave on 15 minutes, rinse thoroughly with cool water. Okay, that's what we're about to do. Alright guys, I put on the thin layer of this mask. It's literally green. I feel like the freaking Grinch. So I have to leave this on for 15 minutes. And then I'll come back to you guys.
A few moments later.
Alright, we're back. So I left it on for about 15-ish minutes. We're going to wipe it off with a warm... Oh my gosh, I found my other earring. Not it was in my band. Well, we found it. That's all that matters. Okay. I'm going to take my cartilage out too, because it's kind of hurting my ear now. The only thing annoying about having piercings is they get irritable sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna use a washcloth and some warm water to wipe this off, and then we're gonna get into my other thoughts I want to share, because there's more I have to say, and not about my life, just about like, okay, so don't get me wrong, I like, I appreciate a lot of the female artists out there, but more lately than not, I've been feeling like all of these like female artists are just selling like slightly mild down pornography with music and calling it artistry. Like, I feel like the over sexualization of female artists in this industry is actually quite annoying. I don't care to see it. I'm tired of it being like shoved on our throats. I know like a while back there was this whole like contention with Sabrina. I don't really listen to Sabrina Carpenter like that, so, but her new album, whatever, is basically very sexually suggestive, and people were like, what is this? Like, this is not empowering at all. And I just think like we're being sold and subliminally that to be, I don't know, I feel like it's not, honestly not even subliminal at this point, it's just straight in our face, but like being sexually desired by men is what all of these artists are selling, is the most important aspect of being an artist. And it's kind of just like, I miss when people could keep their clothes on and sing a good song and everything wasn't so overly sexualized. Like, I miss it. And like how explicit some music and some songs are too is actually crazy. And it's just like, what message are we sending to the young girls? Like, why is that what we're normalizing as like, oh, this is necessary? I mean, and it's just getting like, people are getting younger and younger, these artists. You're sexualizing teen girls at this point. Like, I honestly feel like it's quite sad that the newer generation has all of these overly sexualized like people that they're looking up to, and I feel like that's partially some of the reason like a lot of girls struggle with like their body image, or they start to feel like they have to look overly sexualized to fit in, and younger girls are trying to be grown and act grown so quickly now. Okay, we're about to try this toner from Good Molecules. I got this at Ulta recently, and I heard this was a good brand. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize when I was buying this that it's a toner. Okay. I thought this was a serum, y'all. Like, I guess I wasn't reading it. So, I was thinking I was about to put a serum on my face, but this is actually toner, which is just as fine. Like, we can work with that. You do need to tone your face after washing it, so I'm not mad at that. But anyways, I feel like it's like women are so over sexualized in the media, artists are so sexualized, celebrities are so sexualized. I mean, Sydney Sweeney is another one. It's just honestly quite sad, and it's disheartening, and it's just not something I care to see or promote. And like, I really liked what triggered this thought process was honestly this artist Zara Larsson. I really think she's very talented. She has a beautiful, amazing voice and everything, but her most recent like music video is just so overly sexualized. It's honestly, like I said, mild pornography with music in the background, and we're selling that to children and teens and women and saying like, this is the image you want to live up to. And maybe that's not what's explicitly being said, but that's what I'm talking about with subliminal messages and what we are normalizing. We're saying this is the normal appearance and attire and behavior expected of women in a certain age range. And I just, like I said, I don't think that's necessarily something I would support or agree with. And that also brings me to, okay, last but not least, we're going to put this Hydro Dew Slime, and then I'm going to do my hair, and then we're going to go to bed. It's almost 12. I'm so freaking tired. Oh, shoot, I forgot to show my after. Y'all are about to see behind the scenes of my TikTok. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I have to show the after. That's it. You'll see how this content creation is done. The only thing is, oh shoot, I forgot about copyright. I can't use that song or I'll get copyrighted. And then I just have to add the product to the video, which on TikTok, I usually will have like a product reminder for it once I receive it. So it's gonna pull it up. Yep, I have to post that video, and it usually tells you how many days you have to post it. I'm on top of it this time. I just got this, I want to say a couple of days ago. So it's great that I've already filmed the content for it, and I'll go back and edit it and everything before I actually post it. But okay, now we're officially done with the TikTok. We're gonna put this on. This product is really nice. It's like a serum moisturizer all in one, in my opinion, and it's a vegan snail mucin, like, is what it's marketed as. It's just a super skin protectant, moisturizing, hydration, what have you product. All right, now let's get into the hair is looking crazy. My hair looked honestly so nice today. I don't know why, because I didn't do anything special. I literally, okay, so I think I'm gonna do my 2 French braids again. But literally last night, all I did was put my hair in a ponytail and braid the ends. And the waves my hair had was actually super cute. So I'm like, should I do that again? Or do I do my French braids? Y'all hear that crunch? My roots are sweated out. If I'm brushing my hair and y'all are hearing crunching, it's because it's catching on the naps at the roots. I'm actually obsessed with my hair length right now. Like, I feel like it just makes me feel like a brand new person. And my hair just looks so much healthier and fuller because I cut off like my straggly ends. But you know, my hair's gonna grow back, so it's okay. It's not like I'm not missing the hair that I cut off. But this length of hair on me, I feel like is chef's kiss. Okay, so this is the oil I put on my hair. It's just this cheap oil I'm pretty sure I got at the beauty supply store. And this oil is what keeps the ends of my hair straight. So my roots will nap up in like 2 seconds, but the ends of my hair will stay straight if I just continuously put this oil on it, because it's like a protectant from the humidity as well. Like, I was outside when it was raining earlier. It was very humid out, and I also think I was wearing a hat and I sweated my roots out from wearing that hat, so probably don't do that either. But using This oil definitely helps keeps the ends of my hair straight. So we're just gonna keep the middle part. I'm gonna straighten it up a little bit. And I'm probably gonna have to wash my hair soon. Maybe tomorrow. After tomorrow I might have to wash it. I think I actually straightened it last weekend. So it literally was a week. But I straightened my hair so that I could trim it, and that was the main purpose. And in the summer, I don't typically even like straightening my hair because, okay, this is getting tangles out my hair. Actually, this, why am I falling over? Using this comb, because it's like actually getting my hair detangled from the roots. Okay. This was not supposed to be a chaotic video. So basically, I'm just going to do 2 French braids to kind of get my hair I can have nice waves tomorrow, basically. You know, I do want to wear my hair in pigtails. I never did that style, but I didn't want to look like a child. You know, I feel like as an adult you can wear pigtails. We need to stop telling ourselves that a hairstyle is too child. Well, obviously there are some hairstyles that are like a child, but I don't feel like pigtails are always super childish. It's like it's childish because it's on a child. I feel like if a grown woman is wearing pigtails, she's still a grown woman, you know? Like, it's not the hairstyle that makes it a child. It's that it's on a child, okay? That would be my argument. Alright, anyways, yeah. I just simply think the messaging of some of these videos and the over-sexualization of women is not very healthy for women's self-esteem, comparing yourself, and also the idea that a woman's worth is tied to her how sexual she is, how sexy she is, how desired by men she is not a good message that I would want to send to younger women. That being said, let's pivot to something really sad. So I know I'm no longer watching Love Island, but there was this contestant. She's no longer on the show. Her name was Vanna. She is one of the youngest women on the show. She's only 21, and she has gotten so much work done for being only 21 years old. Like, she's had a lot of filler, some plastic surgery. She had her looks like she had a boob job and some other like work done on her face, and it was really sad to see because the unfortunate thing is I feel like because most plastic surgery was really shaped by older women trying to look young, right? So I feel like the plastic surgery that these surgeons are learning how to do is supposed to be on someone with an older face to look younger. And basically what's happening is these plastic surgeons are putting filler in young girls' faces, the same process they would for someone who's actually old and aged, and it's actually aging people's faces. It's aging people. Them getting plastic surgery is actually aging them. It's making them look older instead of younger. And the really unfortunate thing about it is so many young girls are getting plastic surgery at younger and younger ages. Just like I honestly feel like it's overall just a telling of how much pressure, I guess, is being put on young girls to like conform to this societal image of beauty that we see in like Instagram models and baddies. But truth be told, a lot of these Instagram models are using so many filters, are editing all of their photos to look a certain way. And basically, some people watching her on the show were like, she's a catfish because how she looks on Instagram and on her TikTok is nothing how she looked in real life. Like, in real life, she did not look like her pictures. And that's the unfortunate thing about, you know, the heavy use of filters and editing your pictures to look a certain way is giving people body dysmorphia, I think. People see how they look with the filters and these heavily edited pictures that are changing their whole face, and then they think, well, I want to look like that all the time, and so they run to get all of these procedures done. And the truth is, surgery can only do so much. Surgery can do a lot. It can't fix everything. And unfortunately, most surgery is not natural looking on most people. Unless you're Kris Jenner and getting a whole new face put on in your 70s, it's not necessary. I mean, no plastic surgery except for like medically necessary. I mean, there is some plastic surgery that's necessary. Like, a lot of people who get like prosthetics or have, you know, been in like horrible accidents where they like lose pieces of their like face or whatever, that type of plastic surgery is like restructuring someone's face after a bad accident, whatever. That type of surgery, in my opinion, is the only decent use of plastic surgery. But for those where it's really not needed and it's just, you know, purely because you think you'll look better with something. Now, at the end of the day, obviously, people are going to do whatever the heck they want with their, you know, time, money, whatever. And I don't think, like, I definitely don't feel like I would encourage someone to get plastic surgery, because I think there's nothing wrong with how someone looks naturally, and I don't think plastic surgery is honestly the best solution to someone not feeling great about themselves or not liking the way that they look. But obviously, people are going to do what they want. Y'all, I'm trying to find a freaking hairband, the other hairband so I can tie my knot on my hair, and I don't know where it went. I literally had one the other day. How do I lose my stuff so quickly? It's actually quite annoying. So I just lost a whole rubber hair tie. I lost a whole hair tie in the span of like 2 days, because I literally was just wearing it yesterday. Alright, I'm gonna have to go secure another hair tie, so 1 sec. Alright, we secured another hair tie. There's a little obvious like poof up here. I don't care enough to like go back and fix it. But anyways, this is how I sleep. One of the ways I sleep, if I want to get waves in my hair, which I usually do this towards like once my roots are like gone, because it just makes my hair, it gives my hair volume and waves and makes it look better. So yeah, that's my hair routine. Anyways, my thoughts on basically, I feel like no woman actually needs plastic surgery. You should love yourself the way God created you, the way you were made. You're beautiful, fearfully and wonderfully made. No one actually needs plastic surgery. And that it's really just sad that so many women feel like they have to alter themselves to pretty much try to live up to this image they feel like they need to look like. Because ultimately it's just like, it's really about, you know, it's about serving whatever image you feel like you need to look like. So anyways, this Vanna girl, she was very, very beautiful, and she pretty much just, I mean, I'm not gonna bully her, I'm not talking down about her, as I don't think she's like a horrible person or anything, but I definitely am sad to know that at only 21 years old, she's gotten so much work done that she looks almost unrecognizable, and it honestly has aged her. She looks like she's in her 30s and she's only 21. And I mean that like not disrespectfully. It's literally like when you're getting cosmetic surgery that's meant for someone who's 50 plus, you know, with wrinkles, and who's actually had age, and you're putting that on a very young, youthful face, it actually has the opposite effect. So anyways, that's all for my skincare. We're gonna go to bed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.